I know a lot of people ask about your 80s synthesized style and stuff. So I was wondering like what some of the major bands and like sounds really influence you guys in music.
Yeah, I mean I think clearly a lot of 80s music. I think recently too, we've been getting into a lot of, I guess, Nile Rodgers' work. So like, you know,
more disco-y stuff.
Yeah, more like like early disco. I guess like the chic stuff really, because I think a lot of the new stuff is very 80s. But I think live we really want to kind of get a more chic Nile Rodgers feel out of it, and we've been really working on that lately.
Chic was kind of like the silent hero to a lot of 80s hits, like a Virgin and Let's Dance. And a lot of really cool. Like Nile had kind of this like hit machine band that was really awesome.
We just watched this documentary and we like geeked out on it, and then I showed him. I was also sharing some INXS live videos, and then we watched this now. Yeah, so then we just watched this this Nile Rodgers documentary and both like freaked out on it. So it's cool. Awesome.
Yeah, they're like a super band.
Yeah.
So they're definitely a heavy influence on me for sure. Tony Thompson's an amazing drummer.
Awesome. Also, Chloe, I am only 14, but still like. Tons of my friends are extremely boy crazy, which I think is a little ridiculous.
I'm not at all.
You aren't, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
So you're not into that whole dating thing. It's more about like you're too busy for your music?
No, she's definitely into that. Let me answer.
Outsider's perspective.
I like
Chloe
a cute boy.
obsesses over any boy she runs into on the street. Constantly and endlessly.
Yeah, give her a little more credit than that. It's not just like random boys, but it will be these boys at like, it'll be a boy for months at a time.
Yes.
Where she'll like just always talk about this boy.
Yes.
And then it'll just like blow over out of nowhere.
And there's always a tour crush. Every tour
we've
ever been on.
Well, you have to have a tour crush. I mean, like, come on.
Put her on blast.
There are too many guys in a
uncomfortable.
There are too many guys in a tour to not have a tour
true.
crush. You know, it's like it can't not happen.
It's wonderful to see you guys tonight.
So if you could marry any person on this entire world right now, who would it be?
Oh.
Is this for all of us or just
Wow,
Chloe?
that is heavy.
Okay, Brian starts and I end.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, wait, they have to be on the earth. They can't be like
On the earth. Well, they could be dead.
Well, they're technically on the earth.
Yes.
They're dead. They're still like in the earth.
That
If
counts.
they're like buried.
All right, alive. That's funner. Alive, because then they might see this, and then we might get married.
Yeah, that's good.
This is totally realistic and probably gonna happen. I can't even. I don't even know.
I already have mine, so.
I'm gonna say. You know what? I'm just gonna. Selena Gomez, dude.
Oh,
My girl,
Nice.
dude. My girl. If you're
For sure.
watching this,
Disney Channel?
you know, I'm no Justin, but I think I can get pretty close. I think I'm pretty close. I'm the next best thing, I think.
Are we allowed to do previous versions of people like 20,
Like-
like 20 years ago or something like that? Yeah.
I guess.
If we are, then,
Okay.
if we are, then I change mine. to
Okay,
Friends,
Cat Power
Jennifer
circa
Aniston.
96. Shouts
Who?
out. Cat Power
Power.
circa
Oh.
96.
Oh,
like
yeah,
like
that's
like
a good one.
Moonpix era. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Mine is still better.
Okay, Dev Hines, Blood Orange.
Blood Orange.
Yeah,
That's awkward though, because don't you like?
I met him, but he doesn't remember me.
Okay.
But yeah, I would marry that dude.
I'd actually probably marry my ex-girlfriend. Probably still marry my ex-girlfriend.
Oh!
Giving you the real
So
answer.
sensitive.
I can't
Wow.
wait till she
What
reads
is
it.
the?
It's not
Well,
gonna
Lucas is
she
the
won't see it,
sensitive one.
so.
Yeah, she will.
I'd probably have to pick Ariana Grande.
Oh,
yeah.
She's
Dude,
number one on my list.
Me and Waylon are actually pretty big fans of that song she has on
Dude,
the
I
Oh,
listened
it's
to it. It's
Yeah,
so good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
She's
It's
she's
very
such a
good.
good live, like
Like her
live.
voice range?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
live,
incredible.
She kills it too.
she's
Ariana Grande, if you're watching,
You guys
this-
would make a fabulous couple, Wayne.
Yeah.
you would.
I'm
First
rooting
of all,
for
I'm
ya.
watching this. Waylon, great guy.
Great.
Best guy I know.
He's
Yeah.
Hands
fantastic.
down.
Ariana.
Wonderful kisser.
Also, good song.
You are wonderful
Yeah.
kisser.
Thanks, man.
We're fans.
All right.
Big fans.
So when I first met you all at Paramore in Comerica, yeah, that was fun. It was a good show and stuff. But it was a big venue, like a big deal. Like Paramore's huge. So like, how was the tour?
It was a big deal and it was huge.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
It was like a surreal thing, like every day, just kind of seeing 5,000 new faces a day.
Yeah.
And like getting to hang out with Paramore, who like taught us a lot and are like really like nice people.
Especially for me, Brian and Chloe, because the tour before this one, we didn't have Zach before Paramore. Well, I guess we had Joey Formidable before Paramore and then in South by Southwest. But tours before this one, we were playing for like tens of people, not thousands. So, but really tens of, like this would be a big room for tours.
Exactly.
Really small tours, and so it was really surreal. And I can only imagine how surreal it was for these guys coming in on like one of their first tours, and it's this big.
I mean, not only was this like were these like the biggest venues that I'd ever played in my life, but like it was the longest tour that I had ever been on and still have ever been on. Like at the end of the tour, when I got home, I had just forgotten what it was like. Like it was a completely alien world to me.
Yeah, I didn't tell any of you guys because like I try not to
get emotional.
You try not to get sentimental.
Well, no, I try not to like.
I'm the emotional one.
I try not to like complain too much or like make anyone like worry about me. But I felt like throwing up before every show. Like before every show, I was like I'm on the verge of throwing up. Like every show.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Good to know. But it was cool. But it was awesome.
That makes it sound like such a bummer, but I was gonna throw up because I was literally so excited.
It
was the best time of my life.
So we play big venues and like small ones, like here in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
So what would you say is like your best performance in a big venue and your best performance in a small venue?
Honestly,
I mean it's different for all of us. I think.
What are like a specific best performance?
Like
honestly, like I think that tonight was really good.
Tonight was really good.
I'm not just saying that.
Yeah, we're not just saying it. I thought we could all agree that
tonight was tight.
As far as small performances goes,
it was really good.
But the last time we played here was like, for me at least, was really special because like it was like the last show in the Paramore tour. So like I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of bummed about playing here because we were just playing huge theaters to like sold out audiences. I was like, well, now we're gonna play at this place.
Now we load all our stuff ourselves
and let's load our stuff and like try and fit our stuff on the stage. But then it ended up being like sick.
One of the best shows.
I was like looking down at my keyboard and I could hear people singing the lyrics, and that's still like a very new thing.
Amazing, and that's how it was tonight. And I think
Kill the Light.
That was it. I couldn't even I was smiling so much that I couldn't even sing. I was just like
so like as far as smaller shows go, like the shows
Phoenix is
here
really great. And then I think like every time we play LA, I mean I'm sure the Troubadour we sold it out a month early, which is like
the Roxy as far as big shows go was probably one of the funnest shows.
The Roxy was awesome.
We sold out the Roxy
back
in February, and that was awesome.
And then big shows, I feel like for me, because when our first show with Paramore in Houston, because it was the first one and just knowing it was gonna happen every night and just feeling that, like that was amazing. Like that was a good one. But every show, every big one with Paramore was
the Wiltern was tight.
Yeah,
Wiltern was good.
The Wiltern was super special. Like we've all been to shows there and stuff, and I almost cried when I walked off stage. Like that was just so special.
That's really
sick.
So I'm a big fashion fan, and I saw on Instagram that you were Steve Madden's Artist of the Month.
Oh yeah.
Was that fun?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was really cool. I got free shoes. Yeah. And it was actually really great because a lot of photo shoots you do, you kind of work with this, like sometimes they have a stylist and it gets kind of awkward because you have different views of what you want. Yeah. But they were really cool. Like all the outfits I just picked out, I was like, this is what I wear. I'm wearing it in your picture, sorry. And they were so cool about it. So yeah, it was really fun.
That's cool. It's good. So, you know how fashion and rock music kind of like walk hand in hand. Mm-hmm. Another thing that walks hand in hand with rock music is drugs.
Yeah.
Yes. So, like, I don't know, any advice? I'm going into high school, so I'm going to see it a lot. Mm-hmm. And, you know, you guys are like rock artists. How do you see it?
We're a relatively tame, we're a very tame band.
We're actually like, very tame.
Okay, but we're also pretty young, so there's time to get not.
I mean,
tame.
you have to be a little naughty. You're in a rock band, but I think like for the most part, like when we're on tour, we don't like. After a show, we're like, all right, time to party.
Yeah,
like, we're
like, definitely,
yeah,
definitely not before shows.
Don't. So advice, no, not before, not in school. Don't not before class. All that shit. Don't do that.
If there's one thing like I can
stay in school, kids.
Stay in school, but like.
Waylon. Oh wait, let's hear Waylon's take on this. Yeah. He's the freshest out
just
of high
like,
school.
cause I mean, I'm going into 11th grade, so I'm still pretty young, and I had a lot of friends, you know, when I was still going to public school in like 9th and 10th grade. It's just like, stay away from it. Like, there's no point. Like, it may seem like you're having a fun time or blah blah blah, but like, it just screws you in the long run. Like, you're never gonna not get caught. Yeah. You're never gonna not go through some awful thing. So I just recommend staying away from it.
You're better off.
Wisdom. And I wish somebody told me that, you know, like 3 years ago. So it's like a good piece of information, I think.